which was sort of really interesting to me. Because I had a lot of free time, I became interested in psychology. My girlfriend was doing a degree in psychology at university, and she came home one day with this, "Would you like to be happier?" And I was quite happy as I was, but I thought, yeah, I'd like to be happier. And so I began to study psychology, and then I began training as a Gestalt therapist, which is a very amazing therapy invented by a man called Fritz Perls, who mainly worked at Esalen. And then I discovered a form of therapy called neuro-linguistic programming, which promised to work even faster. For example, could deal with not only a neurosis, but could deal with phobias in about 15 minutes. Even if you had the phobia for 20 years, it could be gone in 15 minutes. So I went to America and trained in neuro-linguistic programming. And in 3 years completed my training as a Gestalt therapist. And thought, would I like to do that, really, as well? And then one day, my therapist, and I had such dramatic changes through therapy, that I had my therapist up on a pedestal slightly below God. And then one day, I was laying there crying about what people thought about me. And he leaned forward and he touched my knee and he said, "Would you like to know what I think of you?" I said, "Yeah, I would." I knew he liked me. I mean, I paid him $60 an hour. He must think good things about me. And he leaned forward and in his kindest voice he said, "I think you're a fucking cockroach." And it felt as if an iron ball came through the top of my head and destroyed all the structures that I had built up of self-concept. And it was just emptiness for a few seconds, and then hysterical laughter came up. And I just laughed and laughed. In fact, I spent $42, I worked out, laughing. And he turned around and he went, "So, next week?" And I said, "I'm out of here. Thank you so much." And he said, "Damn," because I was a regular client. And he said, "Ah, well, look, do you want to hang out? Because I'm going down south next week. Why don't you bring your girlfriend and we'll hang out together? Because you're all right now, I've sorted you out." So we went down to this amazing place called Balingup in the southwest of Western Australia. And there was a flying fox. I think I've got a picture of it. There's the awakening. I heard Balingup, how beautiful. It's just a stunningly beautiful country town. Hardly anyone lives there. And there's the flying fox. Just over a river, and I just went up and down on this flying fox. Something I didn't tell you, which was sort of interesting, was as I first got there was a hammock out on the balcony, and there was a book out there. So I grabbed the book and jumped in the hammock. And it was A Course in Miracles. I thought, yes, I'll be in that. And I got in the hammock. Yeah. And the hammock collapsed. And I fell onto my tailbone. And my friend, I remember he brought me out an Earl Grey. And he went, "Oh, watch out for that hammock, it's a bit frisky." And I remember picking up A Course in Miracles and throwing it into the vegetable garden. And getting onto this flying fox. After about half an hour, Richard and his girlfriend said they were going to the pub. And I didn't drink, so I just went on the flying fox again. And then again, and then again. And then I was going up the hill, I'm thinking, I'm actually not enjoying this anymore. Why do I keep doing things that I don't enjoy? It's not fun anymore. Why do I... And I suddenly realized I was trying to hurt myself on some level. I was tired. I was doing something dangerous. And I was so shocked that after doing all this therapy, I still had some deep underlying problem. Some belief in catastrophe. Some what's it called? Self-sabotage going on. I was so shocked that my legs actually gave way. And I sat down on top of a hornet's nest. I got stung twice in my perineum. Is anyone not anatomically inclined? Perineum, no, your perineum, if you play golf, it's between hole 1 and hole 2. And I did not know what to do with the pain. It was just myself and my girlfriend. We were in this gingerbread house. Richard had gone, taken the car, and I realized I was actually I went through we were staying in this rental accommodation. I went through everything looking for Panadol, anything, and there was nothing. Picked up the phone, it was dead. I was actually going to call an ambulance. My vision started going wavy. My girlfriend, I could see she was starting to panic. And I remember at that point she put on some music, and it was Grieg's Morning Suite, Peer Gynt. Do you know that? And it was as if I had never heard music before in my life. And as I listened to it, I realized I was dying. And I realized I thought, there's nothing I can do. Where would I like to die? I thought I'd like to die in the bath. And so I got my girlfriend to run me a bath. And I got it, and it was much too hot. I should have checked it. I got in, and the walls began to undulate. And I was like this, and she was there at the side. And I said, I'm just holding on. And she leaned forward and she looked in my eyes and she said, let go. And I did. And I died. So, anything else? It's sort of... I'm sort of out of time, aren't I? Okay. I cannot really tell you all that much about what happened. This is the best bit, is it? Yes, physically. So, which was very interesting for me.